Step 2 is where you begin exploring yourself, your body, your inner world, your thoughts. You ask, what am I worrying about right now? What feels unresolved in my life? What part of my body reacts when I think about it? Maybe your chest tightens, maybe your stomach turns cold, maybe your leg twitches, maybe you suddenly want distraction, and sometimes it's subtle. A twitch, a breath change, the urge to pick up a coffee mug. But even something small can reveal a whole world underneath it. Because maybe it's not the mug, maybe it's comfort, warmth, sugar, caffeine, security. The process is about uncovering how you respond to life. Most of these triggers are internal. You do this work mostly alone, maybe at home, maybe quietly at a retreat, surrounded by others doing the same. But even with people nearby, you're still entering your own inner space, and the intention is simple. Find the tension, find the twitch, find the parts of yourself that are not fully at peace. Then comes step 3, turn up the volume, stretch the part of the body that holds the feeling, lean into the discomfort safely, explore it instead of running from it. Because when pressure increases, emotions rise with it. Thoughts intensify, protection mechanisms activate, and suddenly you start meeting the parts of yourself that were created long ago to keep you safe. But the body remembers, even when the mind forgets. The body remembers every flinch, every shutdown, every protective pattern. Somewhere inside you there is still a younger version of you, trying to survive something. Step 4 is regression. This is where you stop trying to be composed. You let yourself become primal, childlike, emotional. You complain, you whine, you breathe, you cry out if you need to. And what's strange is how automatic it is. Different pains create different expressions, different stretches create different reactions. There's no logical reason for that. Those expressions are all the echoes, they are the same patterns your body made the first time you were hurt. This process isn't creating pain, it's revealing pain that was already there. And the goal is not to judge it, the goal is to reconnect with the part of you that had to carry it alone. Then comes release. You let go of the stretch. You exhale. You soften. And unlike being told to just let it go, this feels real, physical, like something actually moved because it did. The body released it. And once you feel that release, you want to keep going deeper, 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 deeper. So you repeat. Maybe you revisit the same issue. Maybe you move to another part of the body. You follow intuition. Some wounds can only heal after the protective layers around them soften first. So you keep exploring, 30 minutes, an hour, maybe longer. Then finally you rest, and in that rest something changes. The mind goes quiet. You stop fighting yourself. Stop rehearsing problems. Stop trying to control the future. For a moment you are simply here. And that space, that presence, is what all of this was leading toward. People have spent thousands of years trying to describe this through meditation, religion, silence, prayer. The discovery that this moment, right now, is where life actually exists. And every time you do this process, it becomes easier to return there. You begin to know yourself more fully. The fearful parts, the protective parts, the wounded parts, the powerful parts, not as enemies, but as pieces of the same whole. And when you truly know yourself, you can finally begin to guide your life consciously. That is the mission, to help people know themselves. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.
faces, none of them land. We keep on smiling for the feed, but who remembers what we need? I scroll past pain in polished frames, count every view like counting chains. My name gets lost in the crowd. I want a voice that says it loud. Tell me I'm not just a target. Tell me I'm not just a spark. Tell me there's room for my whole heart, even the shaky parts. I wanna be seen at last, seen at last, seen at last. Not a mask in a glass. I wanna be seen at last. Hold me like I'm real. Say the thing you feel. I wanna be seen at last, seen at last, seen at last. We trade our hours for a little more, then wonder why we still feel poor. Rich in data, thin in bone, surrounded but alone. Everybody's building walls, calling it a place to fall. I need a hand that knows my weight, a living voice that won't translate. Tell me I'm not just a number. Tell me I'm not for show. Tell me there's room for my hunger where the cold winds blow. I wanna be seen at last, seen at last, seen at last. Not a mask in a glass. I wanna be seen at last. Hold me like I'm real. Say the thing you feel. I wanna be seen at last, seen at last, seen at last. Maybe we're all just tired of proving we deserve to stay. We're all wired to reach for a name that says you can fall apart here. You don't have to earn this air. I wanna be seen at last, seen at last, seen at last. Not a mask in a glass. I wanna be seen at last. Hold me like I'm real.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground.
milestones, sweat in the open hand. Carry the crate, carry the name. Do the work, make it stand.
Step by step, no rush.
The seed still takes its time.
Thread by thread, we build.
Quiet hands make a line.
Breathe, let it pass.
Not every storm is yours.
Wait for the edge to soften.
Wait for the door.
Hold your ground.
Peace in your chest.
Hold your ground.
Do your best.
Hold your ground.
Peace